I wanted to make a video today to just touch on the subject of the fact that I think most of the people on YouTube that have MS are just looking for answers, trying to get tips and stuff from other people that are making videos to see if it'd help their life be easier. And I just don't really feel like I have any answers. I could be wrong, but I searched for answers and there's not a whole heck of a lot I've come up with. Like for my fatigue, I know for my fatigue I have to stop reading by 7 o'clock or I'm going to have a lot of trouble with my MS the next day at night, 7 o'clock at night. And if my fatigue is bad on a particular day, no matter how much I want to read, I can't read it all because then, I'll really suffer the next day. But for like diet and stuff, I tried 7 years ago when I got diagnosed. I didn't have a computer then, but I spent a lot of time at my mom's house on her computer. I spent hours on her computer researching MS and looking at stuff, and I tried the various diets and stuff, and it just didn't seem like anything really made a difference over much. So I gave up on that because they suggest don't eat anything processed, cook your own food and make healthy food and stuff. But at this point in my life, I don't even cook anymore because I just don't have the energy. I don't have the balance. I don't have, what it takes. I just try to get through every day and do the best I can, and a lot of times it just doesn't seem like the best I have in me is good enough. I've noticed that on a lot of the videos, some people with MS, they have their faith to get them through. But I've kind of given up on God long ago because it just seems like He doesn't listen, He doesn't care, So I gave up on that avenue long ago. So I don't have any answers. I would hope that I could maybe help someone, but I don't know if I can. I don't know. It always helps to have a good friend who you can talk to and stuff. Like my friend Pete, for instance. He's like my best friend on the internet. And we talk via live messenger, the webcam. We talk practically every day, and he wants to talk to me every day just to check and make sure I'm okay. Like yesterday, I left him a message saying I wasn't going to be on MSN because my fatigue was really, really bad yesterday. So he come over and asked me if I would go on MSN so that he could talk to me and make sure that I was okay. And he's really come to understand, kind of what it's like to have MS, because he knows when my fatigue is bad because I get in a really bad mood and I have a potty mouth when I get, when I get ornery. I have a potty mouth and he gets to hear a lot of it. And he's very understanding. So it's always good to have a good friend that can, understand, because a lot of people that don't have MS, they don't understand, really. It's very hard for them to understand. My brother even, I've got one living brother, and he didn't understand until he met and fell in love with somebody that has MS and got married to her. And he's a lot more understanding with me now and helps me out a lot more now that he's married to someone that has MS. And he's come to understand and to learn what it's like to deal with somebody, day by day that, has MS, because it's a hard disease to deal with sometimes. Like with me, I have to use this stupid walker because I can't walk very good anymore. Some days I can hardly get my legs to bend. So I don't think I have any answers. I just don't know what the answers are with this disease. And it's so different from person to person, But I've struggled with fatigue for the whole 7 years that I've been diagnosed with MS. I've struggled with fatigue. As a matter of fact, my first neurologist, I didn't stay with him for very long because he had me on amantadine for fatigue. And I was on it for like 2 months. And I said to him, it's not doing anything. I said, I come home from work at night and I'm exhausted. I go to bed sometimes at 6 o'clock at night, I told him. And he says, well, what time do you get up? I said 5. He goes like this. That's not bad. Why don't you try it for a few more months and see? Like, it's going to help to be on it for longer when it hadn't done anything for 2 months to begin with. So I went to my general physician and got a new neurologist, got a recommendation for a new neurologist right away. And he was a really good neurologist, but again, living in a small community, I had to drive an hour to see him. So now I have a different neurologist, and I only have to go 20 minutes to a different town to see her. So I go and see my new neurologist, and I like her pretty good. I've only seen her a couple times so far, but I like her, so so far I like her. But trying to find a good neurologist that knows what they're doing helps a lot too. So those are the only answers I can come up with for now. I don't know if they'll help anyone, but I think we're just all searching for answers here. So I think that's it for now. Thanks for listening to me.